General Hospital spoilers. Laura reveals big secret at funeral. Monica's other two children appear in stunning twist. Port Charles is no stranger to secrets, but when the town gathers for a somber funeral at the Quartermain estate, a long-buried truth detonates like a bombshell. As Laura Collins steps forward to deliver a eulogy, she drops a secret so earth-shattering it could rip the Quartermain legacy apart. Monica has two other children, and they've come home. Brace yourselves, GH fans. This is a moment decades in the making, and it's going to change everything. The Grand Quartermain Mansion, usually a place of dysfunctional breakfasts and tense family dinners, is draped in black. This time, the family isn't at war, at least not yet. They're grieving. The funeral is for Tracy Quartermain, who passed away suddenly following a stroke. Though estranged from many, her death has drawn the entire family together, including many who have been long absent from Port Charles. Ned, Brooklyn, Michael, Drew, Monica, and even Jason, just released from a WSB mission, gathered to say goodbye. But as the mourners filled the backyard garden for the somber service, Laura Collins, Tracy's former adversary turned unexpected confidant, stepped up to speak. And that's when things took a shocking turn. In a trembling voice, Laura began by honoring Tracy's legacy as a fierce woman, mother, and Quartermain through and through. Then, she turned toward Monica. "You once told me secrets come at a cost," Laura said, voice echoing over the hushed crowd. "But some secrets are too heavy to carry to the grave." All eyes turned to Monica, confusion and dread painted across her face. The tension was palpable. Laura continued, "There are two people standing here today who have every right to be called Quartermains. Monica, you were their mother, and they have come home." A collective gasp rippled through the crowd. Monica's hands trembled. Ned looked like he'd seen a ghost. And just then, two strangers emerged from the back of the garden, stepping into view. Caleb Weber, played by Trevor Donovan, and Rebecca Weber Quartermain, played by Vanessa Ray, stood tall, composed, yet filled with decades of unspoken pain. They are Monica's secret children, the result of a youthful romance that predated her marriage to Alan Quartermain. Here's the shocking backstory. Years ago, Monica became pregnant during her time as a medical intern, long before she ever met Alan. Pressured by a controlling mentor and a shamed family, Monica gave birth to twins and surrendered them for adoption. She believed they had been placed with a loving family in upstate New York. But in a tragic twist of fate, the twins were separated, Caleb raised by a cruel foster system, and Rebecca by a devout family that kept her from ever learning the truth about her birth. It was only after Tracy's death that Laura, while going through Tracy's private letters and journals, discovered the truth. Tracy knew Monica's secret and had been protecting it, for reasons no one could fully understand. But now it's out. In a devastating moment, Monica collapsed into tears as the truth was revealed. "I thought I was protecting them. I never thought I'd see them again." Caleb, a hardened man who's lived most of his life on the edge of society, isn't ready to forgive. He glares at Monica with years of resentment simmering in his eyes. "You left us to rot," he says bluntly. "You were a doctor. You had everything. And you threw us away." Rebecca, gentler but equally wounded, doesn't hold back either. "I spent my entire life wondering why I didn't fit in, why I wasn't like my family. And now I know. You're my mother." It's a confrontation decades in the making, and the ripple effects are massive. Ned is furious. What does this mean for the will? For Yelq? Are they even legally recognized? Michael tries to play peacemaker, but clearly sees the implications. If they're Monica's children, they're Quartermains. And they're entitled. Brooklyn, who's already overwhelmed by her music career and the drama with Chase, is stunned. Two new family members? What the hell is happening? Jason, still stoic from his WSB mission, takes a quiet stance near Monica, supporting her. "She didn't do it to hurt anyone," he says, surprising many with his empathy. Meanwhile, Drew looks at Caleb and Rebecca with curiosity. Could these new siblings shift the power dynamic within the family? A shocking twist comes when Laura reveals that Tracy funded Rebecca's college education anonymously, keeping tabs on at least one of the twins. But why only one? A deeper investigation into Tracy's estate uncovers a locked safe in her bedroom, containing letters between her and Caleb. It appears Tracy met Caleb once, during one of his darkest times, but she chose not to reunite him with Monica, fearing he'd destroy the family. This revelation casts Tracy's legacy in a whole new light. Was she protecting Monica? Or protecting Yelku? Just when the Quartermaines think the shocks are over, Rebecca drops her own bombshell. She's a doctor. In fact, she's a renowned neurologist, and she's moving to Port Charles. GH fans, start speculating now. Rebecca's arrival at General Hospital is going to create serious waves. Could she work with Finn? Clash with Terry? Even more intriguingly, she seems to have a past connection to Hamilton Finn, something she's not ready to reveal just yet. Caleb, on the other hand, doesn't want peace. He wants power. A self-made investor with murky business ties, Caleb announces he's in Port Charles for one reason: to claim his inheritance. And he's not afraid to go to war with the Quartermaines to get it. "I'm done being forgotten," he growls at the next family meeting. "I'm taking what's mine, even if I have to burn this mansion down to do it." Yelku is once again on the verge of corporate war. Michael, Ned, Drew, and now Caleb, it's going to get nasty. Heartbroken but hopeful, Monica makes one final request during the memorial reception. "Please don't let Tracy's death tear us further apart. Let it be the reason we heal." But it may be too late for healing. Rebecca, while open to reconciliation, warns Monica, "I'll stay. But only if you tell me everything. No more lies." Caleb? He's already meeting with Martin Gray about filing a suit against the Quartermaine estate. Jason uncovers a stunning link between Caleb and a new villain in town. Is Caleb truly Monica's son, or a con artist? Finn grows increasingly uncomfortable as Rebecca's presence stirs old feelings. Did they have a forbidden romance? Brooklyn uncovers a diary belonging to Tracy, one that contains explosive secrets about Alan, Monica, and a betrayal that could destroy the family from within. Laura finds herself torn between guilt and relief. Was she right to expose Monica's secret, or has she unleashed chaos? Monica prepares for a DNA test to prove Caleb and Rebecca are her children, but someone is sabotaging the results.